Hey up, it's Top Boy Johnny here, and you're joining me on a glorious winter's day here in Yorkshire. And today we're going to be looking at the new pyramid plastic handguards for the Honda Monkey 125. I mentioned on a previous video that my big worry with this bike in winter riding was my hands getting cold, and I'm hoping that these are going to solve the problem. So let's get to it. So in the bag you get yourself two of these pyramid plastic handguards. Have a look at them. And they look just like that, and I believe they're going to fit on the bike as so. And then along with that you get a packet full of fixtures and some instructions by the looks of it. In the bag you get yourself two handguards which have been really well wrapped, and then you get yourself a set of instructions, and then you've got yourself these handguards here. You've got yourself 4 washers, you've got yourself these countersunk washers, and then you've got yourself the penny washers, along with I'm not sure what size these are. These look like about a 4mm at the moment, and these look about 5mm. And then you've got yourself 4 of these neoprene washers. So let's get it together, shall we? There we need to remove the bar ends first, then followed by your mirrors, which aren't hard to do. I take this one off all the time because it won't fit in my store otherwise. And then we're going to stick the brackets on. I've had a bit of a hard time getting these screws out at the end. They are in rock tight. What I've done is I've tried to put my screwdriver with spanner over it and crank it, but I just thought I was going to round them off in the end and get rid of that thread. So in the end I brought out the trusty drill, high torque, got that one straight out and got the other one straight out. But honestly I don't think you're going to really be able to get them out with just hand tools alone. You're going to need some kind of lever mechanism. The actual bit that I used there was a PH3, so that seems to fit in really snugly, and I'd recommend get anything that's a PH3 really. It's quite loose. These literally just pop out. There's nothing in there holding them in. They're not screwed or anything like that. They literally just pop in and out. So as the first bracket, one's smaller than the other. The longer one, compared to this one, goes over where the brake fluid reservoir is as well. So this just slides on like that, and then we screw it all back together. Get rid of the old screws which went through the bar ends. What we need to do is we need to get the new screw, which is an M6, and it is a 5mm Allen key by the looks of it. We put on the first countersunk washer, followed by another washer, and then what happens is that goes through the main like that, and then we have another washer, and then the bar end goes back on, and it will look like that in the end, which doesn't look too shabby, to be fair. I do wish we had a countersunk washer on that side that fitted in snugly, but you know, what can you do? Now I've had an idea. Now we've built up this end bit here, and we're supposed to fit this to the bike itself and then attach this set of holes to the bracket last. But with the way it sits on the bike, I think I'm going to struggle to get a spanner in there. So the idea is to get these M5 bolts with M5 collar washers there. They slide through, and then we put the bracket on that, and then we're supposed to use the neoprene washers to secure it. So I'm going to put that all together now, and then we're going to fit that to the bike, and then we're just going to screw the bracket directly onto the mirror mount. There we have it. I've just screwed them on, and as you can see we've got the screws there. I didn't over tighten them because we don't need to with the neoprene washers. They kind of act as like a bit of a grip, but they're not 5mm Allen key holes, they're actually 4mm. So even though it says 50 on there, it's not correct. Let's put it on the bike, shall we? I've just installed the first one now. So I was right regarding these nuts underneath. They're a bit hard to get your spanner to, so I would recommend you install them first, and then put this in loosely at this side, and then screw your mirror completely down so that that's secure, and then you can get as much leverage onto that as possible. Don't forget that's a 4mm Allen key there, and it's the same with the tops. Yeah, it's a 4mm Allen key. So yeah, there's the first one. Hands going pretty well, no problems there. If you see the height of it, I'm quite impressed with that. Should keep us nice and snug. So there we have it, the new Pyramid Plastic on the Monkey 125 handguards. I'm quite impressed with them, to be honest. They will cost me £100. They do feel quite sturdy, the plastic's not thin at all, and everything came with it. British owned company as well, so it's always good to support them. But yeah, I've got full confidence that my hands are going to stay out of the breeze riding going forward. So happy